Hi Shivani, this is the Kali Bookworm. Welcome back. Today we're doing my April reading wrap up. So a lot of you already know that I've been traveling like crazy pretty much all month. If you haven't checked out some of my back to school videos and stuff, it's going to be linked up here or wherever. Check that out. And let's get into this wrap up. So the first book that I read this month was Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. This is the fourth book in the Throne of Glass series. Thank God I didn't say Game of Thrones all over again, but yeah, Throne of Glass. So this is the fourth book, like I said, and this is by far the best book. There's so much that happens in this book. I have not yet gone to the fifth book because it's almost like I'm savoring it, Yeah, so I haven't gone to the fifth book. So for those of you who don't know, the Throne of Glass series starts off with Selena, our protagonist, who is hired by this really mean, awful king to do all of his bad stuff, like his bad killing, that kind of stuff. So she's hired by this like crazy king. I was just thinking about it, and I must say I don't actually know what the name of that king is. I don't think they've ever actually mentioned his name. He's just like the king of Adrenalan. I have a problem pronouncing fictional names. But yeah, I don't know what this king's name is. He's just the king. He's just the mean, evil king. Have you guys read this book? Am I missing something? Do you know what the king's name is? Have I just forgotten? Anyway, so like I was saying, this is a great book. It's definitely my favorite. And the one before that, which is The Heir of Fire, was my second favorite. And I bet the next book is going to be even better. At least that's what I've been told by Prasanna, my friend, who's already read this book. So I'm really, really looking forward to the next book. I would definitely give this book 4 on 5 stars. I loved it. If you've read it, let me know what you think. The next book that I read was not that nice. This one. This is Nancy Drew, the graphic novel. Do you remember Nancy Drew? It became a graphic novel. I don't know why, because Nancy looks so freaking ugly. I'm sorry, but I don't mean to offend anybody, but it's so subpar, you guys. I mean, look at these guys. Can you see that? She's just, I like her outfit, if that, means anything. But I was very, very upset with this book. I just did not enjoy it at all. So I definitely give it like a 1.5, 2 on 5. I checked it out on Goodreads and it seems to have been rated really high, and I don't know what it is that I felt differently. I just really did not like the way Nancy looked, or just the world of Nancy Drew looked, and just didn't work for me. The next book that I read was Akata by an author whose name I cannot pronounce. It's Nnedi Okarafor, I want to say, but I'm sure I completely screwed that up. So just read it off of the book, okay? Thank you. This book, Akata, was a delight. I mean, I'm sorry I could not pronounce your name, dear author, but you did such a good job of the world building in this book. This book is about a little girl who is in Nigeria. She is albino. She is half American and half Nigerian. She was born in America and she is brought to Nigeria when she's 9 years old. She's 12 now, and she discovers that she belongs to something called the leopard people. The leopard people are the magic people. So it's almost like a Hogwartsy experience. I'm not going to say it's the same, but it was a really, really good book. Apart from the fact that Sunny has these amazing adventures that she goes on, I really appreciated the world building in this. It's very thorough. There's a lot of description. Everything is new. Everything is made up and imagined and fantasized. I really, really enjoyed this book. Overall, I gave this book a 4 on 5. I think I'm even sort of going towards a 4.5. I'm definitely picking up the second part of this book. I will let you know how it goes. Sorry about the constant hammering. I feel like I feel like one of my neighbors is doing some kind of work, but I'm not going to stop because I've already started filming this video, so sorry about that. The next book that I read is a book that my friend Siddharth brought me from London. He was traveling England and he decided to get me this little guy. It is such a cute book. It is called The Diary of Edward the Hamster, 1990 to 1990. By Miram, Elia, and Ezra Elia. So it's about a little hamster whose name is Edward, and it's about his very, very short life, as you can see, from 1990 to 1990. It is a hilarious little book. I read this when my sister and I went for our annual medical checkup, and then we were sitting around and we actually co-read this book. And we were laughing. I mean, people were getting, blood tests and treadmill tests and all kinds of things. And my sister and I were sitting in the waiting room and reading this and really laughing out loud. I wonder what other people thought, but yeah, this book is a definite 5 on 5 for me. I loved this book. On this page, it says, Thursday, May 8th. The vet came today. He touched me. Apparently, I'm a woman. Friday, May 9th. Not a woman. I have checked. So you see what I mean? It's really funny. I really enjoyed this book. It's a definite 5-star for me. So that was a cute little graphic novel that I read. But I'm so excited because I finally happened to read my first 5-star book in this year, 2017. And I'm super excited to tell you guys about it. I am talking about the fabulous book, Juliet Express by Gabby Rivera. This is a book that I saw on somebody's channel on YouTube, and it really intrigued me because it is the story of this girl who is gay, and she is from a Puerto Rican Catholic family. She comes from a very conventional background, and she reads this feminist book, and she's completely taken by the author and the book itself. And so she writes to the author and she says, I want to come and intern with you for the summer. Can I do that? The author writes back to her and says, you can come. And so she goes, but the night before she leaves, she decides to come out to her entire Puerto Rican crazy family. She leaves, and she goes to Portland to do this internship. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that changes Juliet's life. So technically, this is kind of a coming of age story. This book is so good, you guys. It's so good. The writing is amazing. The cool thing about this book is that while most coming of age stories almost seem predictable, almost seem like you've been there or you know what's coming, this book, I'm not saying it was surprising, but the revelations were so much more poignant. The language used in this book was amazing. For me, one of the biggest reasons that this book became a 5-star book almost instantly, like 10% of the book in, I was like, I love this book. I know this is going to be one of the books that features as my top 10 in the end of the year. And one of the reasons that happened was because the writing was impeccable. I think I've realized over the last few years that what makes for a really good book, it's the difference of writing. I mean, the story, the plot, the characters, everything could be amazing. But the writing, the words, the specific words that you use to describe a scene, a scenario, a story, makes all of the difference, I think. And this book, I don't know, it just blew me away. What I also really liked is Juliet's character herself. Like, she's so open and innocent and, ready for the taking. And I loved everything about this book. I love Juliet. I love the other characters. I really urge you to go read this book if you haven't yet already. And if you have, let me know what you thought of it. So that's it from me for right now. Thanks for coming here. Share this video, like the video, tell your friends about it, subscribe, do the alarm button, all of that jazz. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've read any of these books or what you read this month. I will see you next time. Bye! I'm out of home all of the time, which makes it tough to read.